cars by then though, right? So I would assume that vacuums were not invented before cars were invented. So why was it brought by horses? Like, and how big could it be if you were bringing it into your house? That blows my mind. Oh boy. One brow wrinkle is the result of 200,000 frowns. I mean, they're talking about these ones or these ones, but is that all? So, tell me this. If from the day that you are born, you never, ever, ever, ever frown, will you never get wrinkles on your brow area? That is the real question. Like, okay, here's the fact. What can we do with the information? You know? And anyway, it's not all about frowning because there's also laugh lines, right? Which are from laughing. So, you can't win unless you want to walk around through life with just like a very flat affect, you know, no emotions on your face. Maybe that would be the way to go. The first human-made object to break the sound barrier was a whip. Alright. I'm embarrassed to say this. Maybe I will sound stupid, but I don't even know. What does it mean to break the sound barrier? Tell me in the comments, what the heck is the sound barrier? I mean, I know I've heard the expression, but I don't really get it. I don't know what that means. The world's biggest pyramid is not in Egypt, but in Mexico. I mean, I would have definitely said Egypt. But if it's not in Egypt, I believe it's in Mexico. In 1634, tulip bulbs were a form of currency in Holland. Okay. The first sailing boats were built in Egypt. Okay. A rainbow can only be seen in the morning or late afternoon. Okay, interesting. Okay, this is a funny one. A male kangaroo is called a boomer. Who knew that? Did you know that? If you lived in Australia, tell me if you knew that. If you doubled 1 penny, okay, I believe it, but I find this hard to believe. If you doubled 1 penny every day for 30 days, you would have $5,368,709.12. eels are so cute. I wish I could have one. I know I can't. I don't really want one either. Just nice to think about. A Galapagos tortoise can take up to 3 weeks to digest a meal. They are slow with everything, I guess. An electric eel can release a charge powerful enough to start 50 cars. We need to start harnessing the power of electric eels. Think about that. I mean, seriously. We could start electric eel farms and use them for energy. The game of basketball was first played using a soccer ball and 2 peach baskets. Peach baskets. Interesting. The Basenji is a dog that yodels instead of barking. That, I would love to hear what that sounds like. I seriously have to look that up. But I'm not gonna remember. No way I'm gonna remember. Maybe while I'm editing, I'll remember and I'll look it up. For myself, I mean, I'm not gonna put it in the video. That wouldn't be ASMR-ish. Cows, we heard this one last time. Cows give more milk when they listen to music. Alright. The number of times a cricket chirps in 15 seconds plus 37 will give you the current air temperature. That is absolutely shocking. Seriously. Somebody needs to try this out. We don't really hear a lot of crickets at this time of year. But in the warmer weather, we hear it a lot. I never knew this though. This is crazy. Like, how can this be? I'm assuming that's Fahrenheit though. Who knows? There are more saunas than cars in Finland. Wow. I guess you guys like your saunas in Finland. Shout out to Finland. A compass needle does not point directly north. Why not? Heavier, not bigger lemons produce more juice. That makes sense. I would assume that would be true about oranges, grapefruits, you know. Makes a lot of sense. The heavier it is, the more liquid is in there. It could be huge, and you could open it up, it could be dried out. I hate those types. In the Middle Ages, chicken soup was considered an aphrodisiac. Why? isn't made of paper. It's actually a blend of cotton and linen. Okay. Kangaroos can't walk backwards. I wonder why. 1 acre of peanuts will make about 30,000 peanut butter sandwiches. Okay. The woodpecker can hammer wood up to 16 times per second. That is efficient. Snails can sleep up to 3 years. Okay, this one is weird. The pupils in goats' eyes are rectangular. If you have ever looked into the eyes of a goat, let me know. That's so interesting. The Statue of Liberty wears a size 879 sandal. Rex. I heard that before. Isn't that something though? A chicken. It's the closest relative of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like, how far they've come. All scorpions glow. A full moon is 9 times brighter than a half moon. Interesting. The human brain takes up 2% of human body weight, but uses 20% of its energy. The human brain is only 2% of the weight of your body. I would have definitely thought it was more. Okay, here is a good one. You transfer more germs shaking hands than kissing. Really? Isn't that hard to imagine? I mean, I believe it. Because you touch all kinds of things as you go through the day and you pick up germs on your hands. But don't a lot of the germs on your hands just die right away because they can't live in like a dry environment? But then your mouth has an environment that can keep germs alive, right? I don't know. I mean, like I said, I believe it, but it's weird. Plants, like humans, can run a fever if they are sick. That is so bizarre. Polar bears can smell a seal from 20 miles away. Wow. 20 miles. That's crazy. The praying mantis can turn its head 180 degrees. A group of goats is called a trip. Okay. An alligator can go through 3,000 teeth in a lifetime. So what are they saying? Go through them. Their teeth fall out and come back. Is that what that means? Because if that is true, can we figure out a way to harness that ability and put it into our own mouths somehow? Because our teeth do not grow back. I mean, after your baby teeth, if anything happens to your adult teeth, you have to get dentures or dental implants. We don't have one growing back in, so I'm curious about this. There are more chickens than people in the world. Makes sense. A rhinoceros horn is made of compacted hair. Weird. Very, very weird. A duck has 3 eyelids. I wonder if they all have to close at the same time, you know? Isn't that something? Something to look forward to as you get older. Giant nose and ears. Okay. Your skull is made up of 29 different bones. Women's hearts typically beat faster than men's hearts. Children have more taste buds than adults. Now, I did not know they had more taste buds, but I knew that their taste buds were more active. And that explains why they have a different sense of what tastes good, right? Like when you're little, you can truly taste things in the most vibrant way, whereas our taste buds get more and more dull as we get older, but apparently we have less taste buds than children. A lemon contains more sugar than a strawberry. I never would have guessed that. Never. Jousting is the official sport of which state? What do you think? The answer is Maryland. Shout out to Maryland. Horses can't vomit. Wow. Wonder why. Okay,